So you saw our last video about Tamarron, and now you're thinking this could be the place for me and my family. You looked at the properties, you thought they'd be a great value. You thought that it'd be a great neighborhood for you and your family to live in, but now you need to know what's in and around Tamarron. Where are the grocery stores? Where are the places to eat? Where are the coffee shops? Where are my children going to be going to school? And how long will it take us to get from our location in Tamarron to those places? And so if those questions came up regarding the last video that you saw on Tamarron, then you are in luck, because today we will answer those questions. We're also going to dive in to let you know how far it is to get to locations in and around the Houston area, because we know that many people who are moving to the suburbs of Houston are doing so because they want that suburban life, but they have a career or a job that's in the Houston area. So they want to live a little bit outside, but they also need to know how far it's going to take them to get to work each and every single day. And we're going to break all of that down in today's video. And I want you to stay tuned to the very end, because if you stay tuned to the very end, I'm going to let you in on a secret that stands out about Tamarron, located in Fulshear. Before we dive in, I want to make sure that you hit our subscribe button and tap the bell so you get the latest updates about living in Houston, Texas, and the suburbs surrounding Houston. Hey, I'm Danny DePetta with the Living in Houston Suburbs channel, and each and every day I get phone calls from people just like you who are making the move to Houston, Texas, and need help finding the perfect neighborhood for their family. Now, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or in 9 months, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. All of our contact information is located in the description below. We'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us, text us, call us, schedule a Zoom call through our calendar link. We want to hear from you about moving to Houston, Texas. We want to make your move seamless. Now let's get started and dive in today's map video, letting you know where everything is located in and near Tamarron. Let's get started. If you didn't happen to see our last video on Tamarron, let me take just a few minutes to kind of give you an overview about what you could expect in this area. Now, Tamarron is exclusively built by D.R. Horton, and it is their #1 master plan community in the nation. And when you buy from D.R. Horton, you can expect a few things. You can expect quality, you can expect modern finishes, you can expect an energy efficient product, and you can expect all of that at an affordable price. And every home in Tamarron is built with modern living in mind. The homes feature smart technology to help you throughout each and every single day. At the heart of Tamarron is also a lot of recreation centers. There's pickleball courts, there's tennis courts, there's scenic trails, and there's 2 pools for your enjoyment in the community. And there's also splash pads and playgrounds, and whatever it is that you and your family are looking for, you can find it right here. All right, guys, so let's dive into today's map video. We are going to look at Tamarron, a neighborhood that's located in kind of different parts of Fulshear and in Katy. And I will show you kind of the proximity of where it's at, located to some highlights. Like, everybody wants to know where the grocery stores are. Where are my kids going to be going to schools? And in this video, we are going to be covering all of those items. But first, I wanted to kind of get you started in understanding of exactly where Tamarron is located in relation to some major highways and interstates in and around the Houston area. And so if you take a look at our map, in the box in red is where Tamarron is located. And you'll notice first thing that this neighborhood covers a large area of town. It is between 2 cities. Like I mentioned before, part of it is in Katy, the other part is in Fulshear. So it is a large neighborhood. And the first thing that you should probably take note of is that yellow line. Now, if you live in Houston or in this Fulshear Katy area, you're probably aware with Texas Heritage Parkway. But If not, that is what that is. And this is a fairly new construction road. It is about 2 to 3 years old, and it has been a real game changer as far as access to major interstates. And you'll see to the north, it gives commuters access to I-10. In the south, it gives access to West Park Tollway. Also wanted to highlight the section in blue. That is 99, or sometimes it's referred to as the Grand Parkway, but that's not very far away. And of course, like I mentioned, in green, that is 1093, or sometimes we're called West Park Tollway. Okay, so you're thinking about moving to Tamarron, but you need to know where you're going to get the food for your family. Everybody needs to know where the local grocery store. Now, I know this day and age, there are so many delivery services where you can get food delivered to your doorstep and you don't have to go to the grocery store. But I don't know if you're like me or my wife, we still occasionally like to go to the grocery store, or even if we get our food delivered, we still want to know how far it is to go if we need some last minute or necessity items. So I wanted to take you through how far some of the local grocery stores are in this area. And the first one that I want to highlight is one of the more popular ones here in the Houston area is H-E-B. And if you take a look at our map from Tamarron, it's only about 11 minutes to H-E-B. Now, I will say this, there is another H-E-B under construction. I mentioned to you Texas Heritage Parkway. There is another one right along Texas Heritage Parkway that is currently underdeveloped. And so that one will probably be even closer. So you will have access to your local H-E-B, but as of right now, it's about 11 minutes to get to H-E-B. I know another one of the favorites that people like to shop, they want to know how far the Walmart is. How far is the Walmart Supercenter from Tamarron? And if you look at our map, you'll see that that's about 15 minutes from Tamarron. So if you prefer Walmart over H-E-B, you have an option to get there in about 15 minutes. Also wanted to point out on this map video, Aldi. Aldi is kind of a new in this space. I'm not real familiar with them. I have heard that they have a reputation for having very affordable groceries. And if you enjoy shopping at Aldi, then it will probably come as good news to you that there is an Aldi grocery store only about 12 minutes away. Now, I know some of our folks like to shop at Costco. I am also a big Costco fan. And so if you're wondering where is the closest Costco, you'll see it right there on the map. It's going to take you about 17 minutes, which isn't that far. It is pretty conveniently located. It's right off of I-10 and the Grand Parkway. Wanted to highlight some of the local restaurants in this area, and I have mentioned this before in the videos, but I live in the Fulshear area, and restaurants that I can actually recommend because I do dine there. And one of the ones that I would recommend you going to, or is available to you, is Local Table. Now, Local Table is only about 12 minutes, and it's actually in the heart of Cross Creek Ranch. And if you've seen one of our other videos, you may have noticed that Local Table is in Cross Creek Ranch, but it is a family favorite, and there is something there for everyone. One of our other favorite places to go with our family is NECA's Mexican Restaurant. Now, there is some authentic Mexican food there. The folks there are amazing. The staff, the management, they are all top notch, and they have authentic homemade cuisine there. So if you are in this area and want to enjoy some Mexican food, I would highly recommend checking out NECA's. And it's only 12 minutes away from Tamarron, so not far at all for you to get over there for a date night or an evening with your family. Another local favorite that I know that my kids enjoy going to is Hat Creek Burger. And if you look at the map, Hat Creek Burger is about 13 minutes away from Tamarron West. And what makes this a little bit unique, this restaurant unique, and what makes it a fan favorite for my kids is there's actually a playground at the restaurant. Now, my kids love going to places where they can play, and I'm sure that your kids enjoy that too. And if you're looking for a family-friendly evening, a place where you can go and get a burger with your family and your kids can run around and give you some time to maybe watch the game or something else, this is a great place to go. There is activities for the kids, and the burgers are outstanding. If you are looking for a steak, then you are in luck. Within the last couple of years, Saltgrass, which is a popular restaurant across Houston, owned by the Landry Brands. They have put a restaurant right in the heart of Fulshear, Texas. And if you're craving a steak, there is no better place to go than Saltgrass. And as you can see on the map, Saltgrass is only about 9 minutes from Tamarron. So that makes it an easy drive for you to go get a good steak and enjoy a nice meal for a date night, or maybe to bring the whole family, or for just a special occasion. So it's only about 9 minutes away from Tamarron. Now, maybe you're in the mood for some Cajun food. Now, I grew up in Louisiana and I enjoy dining on good, authentic Cajun food. And if that's the case, you might want to check out Orleans Seafood Kitchen. Now, that is only about 14 minutes from Tamarron. And I also wanted to point out one of our family's favorite dessert locations right near Orleans Seafood. It is a place called the Gelatist. And it is, again, it's about 14 minutes from Tamarron, and it is located right next door to Orleans Seafood, and it is called the Gelatist. I have not always been a fan of gelato, but my family and I really enjoy going to this place, and it has top-notch gelato. And it is an amazing spot to go and enjoy some dessert with your family or friends, and it's only about 14 minutes away from Tamarron. What about coffee shops? Now, I don't know if you're like me, but when I go to an area, I must immediately find out where the nearest Starbucks or coffee shop is, because I'm going to need a cup of coffee. I enjoy a nice cup of coffee and a cold brew in the afternoon. So if you are looking to where the local Starbucks is at, you'll see on the map right here, it's about 14 minutes away from Tamarron. So not that far, and pretty close proximity, so you can go and get your Starbucks. Now, if you enjoy more of a local coffee shop, then there's something else that I wanted to point out to you as well. There is a place called L3 Craft Coffee. Now, this is an outstanding location. I've been there. I've enjoyed their food and their coffee, and it is a great little spot, and it's only 10 minutes away from Tamarron, so that is very close in proximity. So what about shopping? Maybe you need to know where you're gonna go and buy your kids clothes. I know tons of people do shopping online, and I'm a big fan of Amazon, but occasionally you like to go to a store and pick something out, try it on. And if that's the case, then I would highly recommend you guys going to check out Katy Mills Mall. And if you look on our map, you see Katy Mills is only about 16 minutes away from Tamarron, which makes it really convenient. Now, Katy Mills Mall also has restaurants, there's arcades, there's all sorts of activities for your children. Right next door to Katy Mills Mall is also Typhoon, Texas, which is a water park, which is pretty cool entertainment spot when it gets a little bit hotter in the summer and you and your kids want to go for a relaxing day. Typhoon, Texas is a great spot to do that. Now, another spot that I would recommend you guys taking note of, you'll see on the map, it's about 22 minutes away from Tamarron, is La Cantera. And if you watch my videos, you'll see me talk about La Cantera a lot. And the reason I do that is because it's such a versatile place. There are outstanding restaurants, something for everyone's taste. And in addition to that, there are some great shops there where you can get clothes or accessories or any other type of item that you may be searching for. There's dessert spots, there's even a movie theater on site. So La Cantera is a very versatile and family-friendly place. There's green space, there's all sorts of activities for the kids. And so if you're looking for entertainment options in and around the Katy area, I would highly recommend checking out La Cantera. And as you can see, it's only about 22 minutes from Tamarron. All right, so now let's get down to business. Let's talk about where the schools are located. Now, most of Tamarron is zoned to Lamar CISD, which is one of the top rated and fastest growing school districts in the Houston area. And if you decide to move your family to Tamarron, then your kids will be going to Tamarron Elementary. And if you'll take a look on the map, this is only 6 minutes from Tamarron. Now, that is the one section that is in the Fulshear area. If you decide to move into Tamarron on the Katy side, there is a chance that you and your children would be able to walk to the elementary school because it is located in the middle of the Katy section of Tamarron. Well, maybe your children are a little bit older, so you're wondering where the junior high and the high school are. And if you are wondering those things, you're in luck because both of those locations are located right next to one another. Dean Lehman Junior High is the one that Tamarron is zoned to. And if you take a look at our map here, you will see that it is only about 12 minutes from Tamarron. And right next door to that is Fulshear High School. And again, that is only 12 minutes from Tamarron. So that makes the commute pretty easy. And it's also pretty cool because your kids will be going from the junior high to the high school, and it's right there in the same vicinity. Also wanted to point out right across the street from Lehman Junior High and Fulshear High School is the Fulshear Church of Christ. Now, maybe you're looking to move to this area and you want to know where you and your family can go worship. So if you are looking for that, then the Fulshear Church of Christ is a great place for you to go. It's only about 11 minutes from Tamarron, and it is a great place for you and your family to enjoy your faith and worship with like-minded individuals. Hey, so in this next section of the video, I wanted to talk about the proximity of Tamarron to some of the locations across the greater Houston area. Now, I know a lot of folks that are moving to Houston choose to live in the suburbs, but they have to commute to the Houston area. And so I wanted to highlight a couple of places in and around Houston that are some of the hot spots for people or some of the bigger areas of commerce. And one of the most often that people move to Houston for is the energy sector, and people want to live in the energy corridor. And so if they are coming to Houston to work in the energy corridor, they want to know where to live. And so if you're thinking about moving to Tamarron and your company has locations in the energy corridor, it's going to take you about 26 minutes to get there. Now, another place that people often want to know how far to get to is downtown Houston. Now, downtown Houston has a number of working spots. There are some businesses that have their headquarters there, but there's also a few attractions down there that I'll point out too. But as you can see, it takes about 51 minutes to get to downtown Houston from Tamarron. Now, and while you're down there, I want to highlight a couple of places that I would definitely recommend going checking out. Some of the top places, some of the top locations like Dakin Park. If you want to go enjoy an Astros game, it's going to be about 43 minutes from Tamarron to get yourself down to Dakin Park. Now, also right in this proximity here, you'll notice that there is a place called Discovery Green. Discovery Green's about 45 minutes as well. This is a great place to go and take your kids. There are some play areas, there's restaurants there. It's similar to La Centera that I mentioned earlier, but only this one's located in downtown Houston. So that is also a great spot. And then right next door to Discovery Green is also the Toyota Center. Now, the Toyota Center is home to your Houston Rockets, and that's where you can go and check out one of their games, but it's also a place where they have concerts and all sorts of entertainment gatherings. So if you're looking to go to any of those locations in or around downtown Houston, Astros game, Rockets game, or maybe just go check out Discovery Green, it's going to take you about 45 to 50 minutes to get there. One of the things that Houston is also known for, in addition to being the energy corridor, is also the medical center. Houston has one of the top medical centers in the country, in the nation even. And a lot of folks move down here because they're transferred for work. They're going to work in one of these medical facilities. And we also even get people calling us that are moving down here because they need the level of care that's provided to the medical center. So I wanted to highlight the medical center and show you just how far it was from Tamarron. And if you take a look at our map, I've put on there Texas Children, which is one of the most amazing hospitals that you'll see in and around Houston. It's about 50 minutes, about 49 minutes to get there from Tamarron. And it is actually a pretty straight shot to go down the West Park Tollway to get to the medical center. And so that takes you about 49 minutes. And you can access all of the hospitals. They're all located in one central area. And so it's going to take you about 49 minutes to get there. I also couldn't make a video without showing you where the Houston Texans play, and that's NRG Stadium. And if you'll see, that is located right off the 610 loop in the heart of Houston. And it's going to take you about 46 minutes to go enjoy a ball game down at NRG. And in addition to being a place where they hold football games. There's also bowl games, college bowl games that happen there. There's concerts, and it's also home to the Houston Livestock Rodeo. And that is one of the great places to go and watch a concert, enjoy some of the carnival food, and just hang out with your family. But all of those things happen right there in that NRG area. And that's about 46 minutes from Tamarron. Okay, the next question I get a lot from folks is, how far is the airport from my home location where we're thinking about moving? And if you're moving to Houston, Texas, you are in luck, because we have two major airports. The first one that I'll bring your attention to is Hobby Airport. That one's going to be about 55 minutes from Tamarron, but we also have another location that is in North Houston. That one's going to be the Intercontinental Airport. And so that will be the one that you take if you want to go intercontinental, right? If you're flying somewhere outside of the United States, then you'll definitely need to fly intercontinental. And that one is about 51 minutes. So both of them are in that 50, to 55 minute range from Tamarron. So pretty easily accessible if you're looking to do some traveling for leisure or for business. They're conveniently located to Tamarron as well. I also like to end the videos pointing out Galveston, Texas. Now, we have the benefit of living near the coast here in Houston, Texas. So that means that we can get to the coast and to the beach in about an hour and 30 minutes. If you'll look at the map, it's going to take you about an hour and 30 minutes to get down to Moody Gardens, which is one of the more popular attractions on Galveston Island. But maybe you just want to go down to the seawall or to one of the beaches down there. It's going to take you about an hour and a half to get from Tamarron to the beach down in Galveston. Hey guys, wanted to take this time to kind of talk about one of the best kept secrets. I mentioned to you at the beginning of the video that I was going to be revealing some hidden information for you about Tamarron. And what I wanted to disclose to you guys is that right in the heart of Tamarron, it has private access to the Texas Heritage Parkway. Now, this may not seem like a big deal, but Texas Heritage Parkway has only been there for about 2 or 3 years. And this means that you have direct access to I-10 on the north and the West Park Tollway on the south. And this has been a game changer. It has a bunch of roundabouts, and so it makes that commute a little bit easier. You're not having to stop at each intersection or wait for the red light. The roundabouts make it a bit more efficient, and that is one of the game changers about living in Tamarron. You have direct access to Texas Heritage Parkway, which gives you then direct access to I-10 and the West Park Tollway, so you can get virtually anywhere in and around the Houston area. And this is a vital piece of information if you are commuting to your job, to one of the locations that we've talked about. This is a game changer for that commute. Hey guys, as always, wanted to end by thanking y'all for tuning into our videos. We hope that you've got something that was helpful in your home search from this video. We hope that you've seen the location of Tamarron and the proximity to all the restaurants, the schools, the coffee shops, and even to some locations in downtown Houston. And I hope that information is helpful to you as you're looking to make a decision to move to the Houston area, or maybe you're looking to relocate from another area of town and you're thinking about moving to Tamarron. I hope that information was useful to you as well. And so if you are thinking about moving, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. All of our contact information is always located in the description below. And as always, make sure you subscribe to our channel, tap the bell so you get the latest updates about living in the suburbs of Houston, Texas. And guys, if you've enjoyed this video, we'd appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up and you liked it, or maybe share it with some of your friends who are thinking about moving to Houston, Texas. And as always, we want to hear from you. Comment down below and let us know what you thought about this video, or what you think about Tamarron, or maybe there's a place in Houston that you want us to go and check out for you. We'd be happy to do that. Please just leave us a comment down below. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on our next video.